Would you all please rise for the presentation of the nation's colors and the singing of our national anthem? If you'd remain standing until the colors have left the floor. March on the colors. Please retire the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good evening. Our staff and I would like to welcome all of you, parents, grandparents, friends, distinguished guests, to South Kitsap High School's 2015 commencement ceremony. Pleasure as Principal of Kitsap High School to introduce some of our distinguished guests. From my right, Mr. Eric Canton, Dean of Students, Ms. Patty Henderson, School Board Member, Ms. Rebecca Deal, School Board Member, Mr. Christopher Lemke, School Board President, Ms. Assistant Kitsap Schools, Dr. Michelle Reid, Superintendent, South Kitsap Schools, Mr. Greg Wall, School Board Vice President. Mr. Keith Garden, School Board Member. Ms. Tracy Patterson, Assistant Superintendent, South Kitsap Schools. Ms. Misty Diffenbach, Assistant Superintendent, South Kitsap Schools. Casey Ogan, Assistant Principal. I also want to thank Mr. Graham, Michael Paul Kuntz, and our band. NJROTC, Captain Shapler, and Senior Chief Vickers for presenting the nation's colors this evening. Mr. Mike Downham and the video production crew. Mr. Mike Allen, Ms. Elizabeth Cordy, the chamber choir and the sign choir. Senior team, Assistant Principal Casey Ogan, Dean of Students Eric Canton, Counselors Tawny Chinchilla and Lane Wallace, our office support staff, Meredith Shanley and Rosa Buss, for planning this year's graduation ceremony. And special recognition goes to our graduation announcers, Eileen and Liddy. I'd also like to recognize the outstanding staff of South Kitsap High School for their dedication, hard work, and support of our graduating class of 2018 through the past 13 years. Would you all please stand and be recognized, but just stand for. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce an outstanding young lady, Dio Giovanni.
Good evening, SK, and welcome to graduation. I'm Ellie DiGiovanni. Today, I want to take you on a trip 10 years into the future. I've planned a little for you, class of 2015, and of course, invited. Picture this. You walk through a golden door into a beautiful room crowded with vaguely familiar people. It's your 10th year reunion. Each of you will have experienced a decade of real experiences, sometimes called life. You've kept up on each other's lives through social media, of course, so you know that we are soldiers or sailors, teachers or students, cops or firefighters, doctors or nurses, househelps or CEOs. But on this, you remember the one thing that we all have in common. We are a part of the class South Kitsap High School has ever graduated. Hard to believe how much everyone has changed. Years into the year looks pretty good on everyone. You pick out a group at random and move close to listen in on the conversation. People talk about our high school years. The sports fanatics are writing about for basketball and football games, where our entire student section would be decked out in all black, neon, or camo. They are all remembering how they lost their voice after yelling during football games in order to win the Alpha Wolf Award. All the rallies and events organized a bunch of students into a cohesive and amazing class with the most spirit SK has ever seen. I mean, we did win the Spirit Stick more times than any other class. Shaking your head in wonder, you move on to join an emotional discussion at a nearby table. The topic is high school clubs and sports. Not for the first time, you realized that high school was a defining point in your life. South Kitsap offered us a variety of options, enabling students to find our passion, whether it was band, acting ensemble, choir, video production, ASB, a club, or sport. The highs that these activities provided were amazing, but they also had their low points, such as the last meeting or activity of the year, the last time playing the sport or instrument you love with the team you became so close to, or the last performance of your group. Even that playoff game that you worked so hard in and came out as champions reminds you that such bittersweet memories only helped mature you, made you better understand the consequences of life. That time is almost as precious as the people with whom you choose to spend it. Then you slip away, heading for the table where the largest collection of people are talking loudly. A few acting out some bizarre dance moves while the rest laugh. You can already guess what they're saying, and when you get close enough to hear, you realize you're right. The senior class flash mob. I don't think anyone could forget the flash mob we performed at our last pep assembly as seniors. All of us barging onto the dance floor and cohesively breaking it down and showing off our sweet moves together. We made history right there, class of 2015. And then, of course, seniors won the Spirit Stick. Then it was on to a double state championship for baseball and boys track to finish off our incredible year. After all the food is gone at our reunion, I will walk back to the door, satisfied that our class is living up to its potential. I will think about this speech at graduation and be thankful that I did not offer any words of wisdom. For what could I have said tonight that would have prepared my friends for that first important decade of their adult lives? Be good and make smart decisions? Yes, this is some simple advice. I will think to myself that my classmates have done well since high school. I will be satisfied with the few simple words I chose to leave with at our graduation: to be good to others and make smart decisions. If there's one thing that we will have learned since graduation, it's that all the laughing and crying, the running, sleeping, and dancing, and yes, even the learning we did at South Kitsap High School has made each and every one of us the adults we will have become. Thanks for taking that trip into the future. I'll start planning our 10th reunion soon. And thank you, class of 2015, for the past 3 unforgettable and amazing years. I've been Ellie DiGiovanni, and this has been graduation. Have a great life, SK. I would now like to introduce my good friend Kathleen Fenton to the stage.
You've got the words to change a nation, but you're biting your tongue. You've spent a lifetime stuck in silence, afraid you'll say something wrong. If no one ever hears it, how we gonna learn your song? So come on, come on, come on, come on. You've got a heart as loud as lions, so I let your voice be tamed. Maybe we're a little different, there's no need to be ashamed. To fight the shadow, so stop hiding it away. Come on, come on. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream till the words dry out. Put it in all of the papers, I'm not afraid. They can read all about it, read all about it. 'cause we all matter too. If the truth has been forbidden, then we're breaking all the rules. Come on, come on, come on, come on, let's get the TV and the radio to play our tune again. It's about time we get some airplay of our versions of events. You don't need to be afraid, I will sing with you, my friends. Come on, come on. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream till the words dry out. Put it in all of the papers, I'm not afraid. They can read all about it, read all about it. Oh, you can read, you can read. Oh, the change. Oh, yeah. We're all wonderful, wonderful people. And when did we all get so fearful? And now we're finally finding our voices. So take a chance, come help me sing this. Yeah, we're all wonderful, wonderful people. And when did we all get so fearful? And now we're finally finding our voices. So take a chance, come help me sing this. I wanna sing and shout. I wanna scream till the words dry out. So put it in all of the papers, I'm not afraid. They will read all about it, read all about it. Ooh, you can read, oh, oh, oh. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream till the words dry out. So put it in all of the papers, don't be afraid, follow all of your dreams, read all about it. Ooh. Now welcome to the stage, Noah Skillman, Rachel Ralph, PJ Cumlu, Casey Alvestead, and Riley Allen.
Yep. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth.
This is for the benches and the people sitting upon them, for the bus drivers who drive a million broken hymns, for the men who have to hold down 3 jobs simply to hold up their children, for the nighttime schoolers and for the midnight bikers who are trying to fly. Shake the dust. This is for the 2-year-olds who cannot be understood because they speak half English and half God. Shake the dust. For the boys with the beautiful sisters, shake the dust. For the girls with the brothers who are going crazy. For those gym class wallflowers and the 12-year-olds afraid of taking public showers, shake the dust. For the kid who is always late to class because he forgets the combination to his locker. For the girl who loves somebody else, shake the dust.
If you can talk to crowds and keep your virtue, if you can walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
This is for the hard men who want love but know that it won't come, for the ones who are forgotten, the ones the amendments do not stand up for the ones who are told to speak only when spoken to and then are never spoken to. Speak every time you stand so you do not forget yourself. Don't let one moment go by that doesn't remind you that your heart, it beats 900 times every single day, and that there are enough gallons of blood to make every one of you oceans. Don't settle for letting these waves that settle and for the dust to collect in your veins.
I shall be telling this with a sigh somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
2 roads diverged in the yellow wood.
This is for the tired and for the dreamers.
If you can dream and not make dreams your master,
For the poetry teachers and for the people who go on vacation alone.
And that has made all the difference.
this is for every one of you.
I would now like to introduce Austin Brown.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you all so much for being here on this important day. Before I begin, I would like to thank my mom, Professor Geyer, Miss Wallace, Dr. Reid, and all of my friends and family who are always happy to hear yet another draft of this speech. This evening, as I look out to you, I see friends that I've known throughout high school, junior high, elementary school, and even preschool. Up to this point, our journeys have been rather comparable. We have followed the directions of our parents and teachers, but looking back, let's face it, they knew more than we thought they did. Once again, we set out on a new journey. However, this time the path is not paved for us. Whether we were Marcus Trailblazers, Sedgwick Generals, Cedar Heights Rain Devils, or from our state or nation entirely, we sit together today, wolves. But now our paths must diverge into more than 500 different directions. We may join the military and serve our country. We might enter the workforce and get a job at the shipyard, and others may go off to university to further their education. Whether it be at home, Olympic College, Washington State University, go Cougs, or even our friends on the west side. We will always, in our hearts, be wolves. Today, we fulfilled the pledge we made 4 years ago when we signed our names to that maroon cap and gown and made the commitment to graduate. Let us congratulate ourselves for fulfilling that pledge. As we go on, I know we will all be taking memories from our time at South. One of the most valuable lessons I have finally learned is never to rent a tux before the dance. Odds are, the dance is already canceled. Today, I decided to stick with a message that is meaningful to me, and I hope will be for you as well. I would like to tell you a story about a woman that I truly admire and who has become one of my favorite authors. If you have heard of Harry Potter, you know who I'm talking about. What you may not have known is in the early 90s, J.K. Rowling was a struggling single mother on welfare. She worked day in and day out on her first Harry Potter novel, and upon its completion, she sent her manuscript to 12 publishers. It was rejected all 12 times. Nonetheless, Rowling persevered to find her own personal success, and today we are all familiar with her extraordinary work. This inspiring woman once said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not lived at all, in which case you fail by default." The reason that I find her story and quote so inspirational is that I have big dreams, just like many of you. The biggest challenge that we will face will be to keep ourselves inspired in spite of the obstacles that may come our way. Maybe I'm naive, but I believe that anything is possible with perseverance. However, we are young. We get to be naive. I am sure that anyone that you admire had to overcome many challenges to get where they are. I am also quite certain that they had to convince themselves at least once not to give up along the way. Think of somebody who has inspired you, whether it's a parent, a teacher, or professional athlete. Aren't you glad they persevered? I am grateful that J.K. Rowling did not give up, and that I had the opportunity to immerse myself in the world she created. As we move on to the next phase of our lives, let us make another pledge to each other right now that we will try our best not to live so cautiously that we fail by default. We must not be afraid to take risks in order to achieve our dreams. And we must also promise to look for the strength to persevere, not only for our own sake, but also for the time when it's our turn to inspire another. Class of 2015, whatever our dreams may be, let us give our all to achieve them. After tonight, we go our separate ways. But let us never forget the men and women who helped us here, our teachers. We thank you for giving us the knowledge we will need to pursue our dreams. Our parents, family, and friends, we thank you for giving us the strength, maturity, and morals, not only to go forth in life, but to help others along the way. There is no doubt sacrifices have been made for us to be successful. My mother sacrificed so much and put her own dreams on hold so that my dreams would be possible. Mom, you are my hero. On behalf of the class of 2015, thank you all for persevering. My friends, as we live in the greatest country on this earth, it is our duty today to turn from spectators to contributors. Let us recall the inspiring words of U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt, who said, "Far better is it to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs even though checkered by failure, than to remain with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much, because they live in the gray twilight that knows nor is not victory nor defeat. We have too much to do to sit on the sidelines. We need you to step out of the gray twilight into the bright sunshine so we all can see the dawn of a new day." Congratulations and thank you. At this time, please help me welcome Principal Holsten back to the stage.
It is with great pleasure that I stand here before you to honor these outstanding young adults, the graduating class of 2015. I'd like to begin by recognizing our top 10 students of the graduating class of 2015. As I read your name, would you please stand and remain standing? The class of 2015 co-valedictorian, Aaron Rogers. And co-valedictorian, Mason Villarma. Salutatorian, Lauren Harold. And now the remaining top 10 students of the class of 2015, if you'd please hold your applause till they're all standing. Nicholas Matheson, Michaela Sass, Lindsay Abad, Taylor Barnum, Cora Davis, Sean Sue, and Samantha Larson. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 10 students of the graduating class of 2015. In addition, I would like to recognize 26 graduates who will leave here tonight with 2 degrees, their high school diploma and their Associates of Arts degree from Olympic College. And as I read your name, would you please stand? And once again, if you'd hold your applause till they're all standing. Omar Aguilar, Mackenzie Bolar, Austin Brown, Emily Bushman, Casey Campbell, Madison Carrier, Ariana Coates, Ivana Cole, Miranda Cornelius, Andrew Eberly, Grayson Eddinger, Michelle Flores, Elena Freeman, Haley Holland, McKaylee Hunsaker, Amber Jones, Emily Larson, Dustin Lindgren, Connor Murnane, Matthew Pace, Alexis Parrish, Lucas Pervinich, Rex Pointer, Catherine Prebla, Rachel Routh, and Chad Warninger. Congratulations to all of you for this outstanding accomplishment. And as Austin mentioned, you entered South Kitsap High School in 2012. You made a commitment to graduate. Our staff made a similar commitment, a commitment to help and support each of you along the way, each of which is symbolized by the signatures on the 2 gowns behind me. A commitment that each of you have honored by sitting here before us tonight at your graduation. Although each of you had made a plan and made choices on how you're to execute that plan, you're all here tonight, sitting here before us, ready to take the next steps, ready to make another plan, ready to make more choices. Many of you choose to execute your plan at a level which is symbolized by a different cord worn here tonight. The gold cords are worn by students who have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Students wearing maroon and white cords are members of our National Honor Society. And the silver and white cord signifies the student wearing them is graduating with departmental honors. Would you all please stand if you have one of these 3 cords? After tonight, the steps or choices you make will pave the way for what you make yet another commitment, a commitment that will lead each of you in different directions, a direction that each of you will get to choose, one that will continue to shape your future. You might remember the following from one of your earlier readings by a famous doctor, Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. The question is, how will you choose? Pythagoras stated, choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. You now get to choose your legacy, your path that you will leave behind. Tonight is the beginning of a whole new direction. Dr. Catherine Hall wrote, in every single thing you do, you are choosing a direction, and your life is a product of choices. When you leave here tonight, each of you will have choices to make. Which path or direction you choose is purely up to you, whether it's to enter the workforce, travel, enlist in one of the branches of our military, or attend colleges. These are all choices that will shape your lives and the lives that each of you will touch. It is our hope that during the years you have spent with us, we helped you build a level of knowledge or background, provided you opportunities for growth, or enhanced your ability to make informed decisions about your future. Good, bad, or indifferent, these decisions have helped and will continue to shape your future and the next steps that you'll take. I challenge you, the class of 2015, to embrace all that you've learned and all that you've accomplished. Draw on that knowledge and experience to help you choose the direction you want to go. And I truly believe whichever direction you choose, it will lead you down the path to success. Now, sometime last spring, your class officers selected the following from Anatole France as your class motto. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. And as you look back on the days you spent with us, remembering them with great happiness and pride, we hope that this quote stays with you. And I encourage you to continue to dream and believe in those dreams and yourself. And by your actions, great things will happen. Now, as you walk out of here tonight, we, the staff of South Kitsap High School, will be honored to stand before you as graduates and wish each of you the best of luck in all that you choose. And although we're all individuals and content with who we are and where we might go, please remember that we now all share a bond, a memorable bond. We're all members and will always be members of the same pack. We're all wolves. Yes, you will always be a wolf. And now on behalf of our staff, I hereby certify as principal of South Kitsap High School that these graduates have met the requirements of the state of Washington and the South Kitsap School District. Dr. Reid, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the South Kitsap High School graduating class of 2015. Dr. Reid, would you please come forward and accept the class of 2015? You're right here.
Thank you, Mr. Holsten. So, good evening, graduates, parents, and families, staff, and honored guests. What a special night this is for all of us. Celebrating these milestones in the lives of those we love is such an important tradition. This evening, it is my privilege to share my thoughts with you, and in so doing, we'll share two provocative stories that have shaped my thoughts in life. I trust these stories might serve a similar role for you in the years to come. You must be the innovators of our future. You have to remember that you have the tools to do whatever it is that you're inspired to do in this great world. You simply need to use them. I have a dear friend who often reminds me not to push the envelope, but rather to simply open it. In other words, the answers we seek to the problems we face often lie within us or within those close to us. We simply have to pay attention. It has been said that necessity can be the mother of innovation, which is a new idea or a new way of seeing things and doing things. So at this point, I want to share the story of 15 smoke jumpers who each jumped from a plane into a raging fire along the upper Missouri River area of Montana in 1949. Most of them were not much older than you sitting before me this evening. Average age was 19. The fire started as a result of a lightning strike on the south side of the 5-mile-long canyon, forever known as Man Gulch. It was a very hot day in the Montana Canyon, with temperatures sizzling at about 97 degrees. Little how it feels tonight under the lights. After parachuting in the fire area, the crew began fighting the fire when unexpected and very strong winds picked up. The heat of the fire kept moving along with the wind that came off the river and pushed the flames up the gulch into the fast-burning grass. Fire travels faster up a slope, and the north slope of Man Gulch was about a 75% incline, making it very difficult for the young firefighters to run. This blow-up of the fire caused it to expand by 3,000 acres in just 10 minutes. In fact, the fire had jumped the river and began chasing the team at an unbelievable and alarming rate of speed. Their leaders shouted at them to drop their heavy gear and continue running as they had just crossed the river and were headed up the opposite side. They had hoped the river would stall or stop the flames. At some point, it became apparent that they would not be able to outrun the fire. The leader, Wagner Dodge, made a decision with the fire less than 100 yards behind them. The smoke was thick in the air when he took out a match and set fire to the grass just ahead of them. In doing so, he was attempting to create an escape fire in the hope that the main fire would burn around him and his crew and leave them safe and alive. This escape fire was innovative for that time. It was the first time in forest fire history that this had been done. Wagner Dodge lived. The fire moved around him, but his crew, they did not choose to stay in the circle. They kept running. Even having dropped most of their gear, they could not outrun the fire. Including Dodge, only 3 of the team survived that day. The fire remains a haunting mystery story, really of tragic proportions. Indeed, the fire would never have gained its preeminence in the history if it was not for the innovative escape fire lit by Wagner Dodge, which transformed firefighting history forever. And would that it inspired those from the team enough to have jumped into the circle. They might have survived. And so why do I share that story with you tonight? Probably are wondering that, right? So I want you to think about how this is important in terms of you being innovative enough. I would pose to you that if you find yourself in a situation, kind of stuck in a tight spot as you move forward in your future, don't keep running. Don't keep doing the things you've always done, but rather stop and think. Be still for a moment and remember the story, and you'll know what to do. Trust yourself and those who have raised you, loved you, coached you, and taught you. Grit and determination are 2 of the most important graduation gifts we have provided you. Confidence, perhaps, is the 3rd. So I want to close my remarks with a favorite story shared with me by Ed Evans, and it's about the first Goose Church of God. It's true. The geese were in church one morning, and Pastor Gander was presiding. Pastor Gander waddled up to the pulpit to begin his sermon. I won't demonstrate. He said, "What kind of a bird are we?" He thundered, "What kind of birds are we?" "Geese," the congregation shouted and answered back. Amen was heard honked somewhere from the back. The geese were really getting excited. He said, "That's right, we are geese. God made us geese to be geese and not ducks or sparrows or kiwis." Amen honked several congregants, and the geese started to get a little wild. "And what are these things that we have been given, these majestic appendages?" "Wings," shouted the members of the congregation, honking their approval at this fine observation. "And why did God give us these fine wings?" while Mrs. Thelma Gosling in the back pew shouted, "To fly, Pastor, to fly. We can fly with them." Choruses of "That's right, Thelma, you go, girl," and "Preach it, sister," rang out all over the church. The pastor was really into it now. That's right, God wants us to fly. We can soar above the clouds. We can fill the skies. The moles can dig. The lions can hunt. But we can fly. We can catch the wind beneath our wings and thrill to the sensation of the breeze through our feathers. We can reach the mighty mountaintops and skim the tops of the giant firs. Amen, shouted the geese. They were honking a storm up. It was a very loud morning. So if God wants us to fly, then what do we got to do? Challenged Pastor Gander. We got to fly, said the congregation. We got to what? Fly. What? Fly. What? Fly. So it was chaos in the church until the service was over and the congregation waddled out of the church and waddled home and remarked to one another on how inspiring the remarks had been. And over the next couple of days and weeks, the Goose congregation waddled around town and honked about the wonder and possibility of flying. Well, you see, this evening, I believe you are ready to fly. I believe everyone in this room celebrating with you tonight believes you are ready to fly. So remember that you have wings for a reason, and we expect you to soar. And always remember, to whom much is given, much is expected. I want to end by saying that this spring's 2 recent state championship wins, both baseball and boys track and field, demonstrate this grit and determination. Both of them came down to the end, the last inning and the last event, respectively. And I want to say that in our house, in our pack, in our community, we finish what we start. We finish strong. This community finishes strong, whether we have adversity in front of us or not. So I want you to know we are so proud of you and wish each of you all the best in your future journeys, and may God bless you all the days of your lives. And now, on behalf of the South Kitsap School District community and our school board of directors, I proudly accept the class of 2015 and authorize the presentation of diplomas. Thank you.
Elizabeth Wilson Giovanni.
Maverick Nolan Ryan.
Braden Luke Maynard.
Stephen Daniel Strobus.
Kaylee Dean Zach.
Lauren Elizabeth Harold.
David Gregory Gasky.
Kylie Olivia Wetherill.
Juliana Ruiz Aguilar.
Mary Beth Ann Bray.
Tiffany Min Liu.
Anasi Malaitale Shannon Laupola.
Kennedy Elizabeth Parker.
Elizabeth Ryan Novak.
Haley Elise Marinelle Romo.
Zach Rynell Parkins.
Stephanie Ann Chappelle.
Alexis Chanel Richardson.
Mason Felix Villarma.
Christian Espinosa Solano.
Aaron Timothy Rogers.
Derek A. Crininger.
Austin James Brown.
Connor J. Cussman.
Kathleen Florina Fenton.
Abby Jolynn Levine.
Riley B. Allen.
Cameron Michael Lacombe.
Casey Ann Elvested Ereth.
Jamie Lee Lang.
PJ Kumlo.
Emily Rose Larson.
Rachel Lindsay Routh.
Samantha May Larson.
Noah Michael Skillman.
Nikki Lauer.
Chloe Jane Durier.
Anne Valerie Adams.
Jerry Nicole Fulford.
Gary Alexander Barker.
Ronald Angeles Guantanco Jr.
Jeremiah A. Biongthen.
Tristan Gordon Alexander Gerbing.
Renisha Marie Chanthalangsy.
Gabriella Nicole Green.
Colin Andrew Lee. Go get him, Casey.
Emily Patricia Huber.
Casey Michelle Lehman.
Shara Bear.
Zachary Robert Linen. Oh, man.
Omer Alfonso Aguilar Vidro.
Damian Lewis.
Is that who Cecia Amaya.
Marina Letitia Linville.
Darian Helene Ambler.
Anthony James Lockhart.
Joshua Reese Anderson Collins.
Antonio Joseph Loicano.
Madeline Marie Anderson.
Hunter Stephen Lovely.
Samantha K. Anderson.
Dallas Jane Lovett.
Brittany Marie Angel.
Jesus Garrido Lujan III.
Nathan Daniel Archuleta.
Alana Monet Eden Lund.
Zach Armstrong.
Sarah Ann Lundy.
Anthony Alonzo Azuelo.
Sheena Marie Luoma.
Lindsay Abad.
Brian Allen Clark.
Aaron M. Hutchison.
Damara E. Madison.
Aubrey Madison Lash.
Hannah Manuwiki Pumehana Mekawai Ala Ulu Vehima Lulani Amata Welsh Coleman.
Carla Joanne Lewis.
Carl Dean Estes.
Kylie Noel Martin.
Rodrigo Francisco Garcia.
Morgan Baker Maserve.
Chloe Elaine Likens.
Haley Allison Parker.
Haley Ann Moffitt.
Madeline Olivia Sharp.
Chelsea Faith Hope McGargy.
James H. Atkinson.
Keaton Matthew Maggard.
Michaela Battersher Ward.
McKenna Marie Mallory.
Tyler Bailey.
Raymond Marin Jr.
Taylor Renee Barnum.
Dominic A. Marshall.
Dylan Lewis Barth.
Angelica Cynthia Martin.
Annalise Nicole Bartlett.
James Aaron Martin.
Richard Herbert Balecki.
Chad James Mathis.
Heather R. Belfiore.
Nicholas Wayne Matheson.
Sarah Ann Bell.
Chad Randall Mays.
Kiera Lynn Benavides.
Cody Tyler McCartney.
Anthony C. Atkinson.
Evan Michael Lang.
Liam Berenson.
Samuel Lewis Grader.
Dennis Boom.
Madison Marie Hitchcock.
Emma Coleman Miller.
Brandon Jones.
Tyler Jacob Damaris.
Carolyn Mack.
Curtis M. Keat.
Caitlin Marie Lindley.
Rachel Elizabeth Bigler.
Sarah Elizabeth McCloskey.
Cheyenne Elaine Bisnet.
Carissa Lee McMillan.
Kristen Svetlana Bjorkheim.
Abigail Laureen Meadows.
Brett Klein Blacknall.
Marley Rochelle Meek.
Alexis M. Blackwell.
Jonah Richard Merrill.
Robert Keith Bloomfield.
Case Cornelis Johannes Metzeler.
Tad Michael Berner.
Devin Seeley Miller.
Mackenzie Bolar.
Joshua Milo.
Katerina Bondarenko.
Jackson Ronald Moffett.
Kaylee Angelina Boom.
Matthew Allen Mollett.
Nicholas Bowersox.
Mario Alberto Montes de Oca Chavez.
Raylene Renee Branis.
Maya Teresa Maddock.
Rebecca Lynn Byers.
Erin Nicole Manning.
Kimberly Lasangan Lencico.
Aaron Tyler Martin.
Eleanor Miller.
Jonathan Frederick Nemi.
Sean Koe Sue.
Claudia Luz Rocha.
Aislinn Udila Wallach.
Brooke Janelle Moreira.
Cheyenne Werbelow.
Elisha James Moyer.
William Roy Brosh IV.
Randy Jacob Muniz.
Ashley Elizabeth Bray.
Connor Joseph Murnane.
Brittany Nicole Bro.
Brandy Nicole Murphy.
Amanda Jeanette Breeding.
Dominic Alexander Mascolo.
James Michael Anthony Breon.
Jameson Allen Midsky.
Megan Ruth Bressy.
Aiden Jameson Myers.
Callie Brick.
Ashton Arshel Blake Myers.
Haley Catherine Brooke.
Cheyenne Isabella Now.
Emma Brown.
Dakota Lee Neal.
Michaela Elise Brown.
Jeffrey Jared Nelson.
Jacob Spencer Berman.
Hannah Nicole Ness.
Haley Bumgardner.
Cameron Michael Morton.
Paige Branham.
Talia Elizabeth Ranga.
Gracie Marion Bushkey.
Makayla Irene Sass.
Joshua Clayton Bush.
Nathaniel Christian Sawyer.
Amber Bush.
Jacob Michael Stoley.
Emily M. Bushman.
Jessica Lee Niles.
Jeremy Hikaru Button.
Joseph Caleb Nilsson.
Cassandra Eden Caldeer.
Casey Ellis Olmsted.
Jeremy K. Calvert.
Kess Marie Osborne.
Drew Camacho.
Matthew Vincent Pace.
Samantha Valles.
Sabrina Anne-Marie Pace.
Ana Leticia Campos.
Kaylin M. Pacheco.
Lawrence Canonizado.
Jonathan Mihai Polko.
Cooper Canton.
Miranda Grace Parmalee.
Brendan Mark Carley.
Alexis Marie Parrish.
Davis Wesley Carlson.
Max Anthony James Patterson.
Madison Carrier.
Riley A. Patterson.
Mark Anthony Champaco.
Riley Jarrett Patterson.
Chanel Chapman.
Levinson Arellano Peña.
Sarah Bumgardner.
Giovanni James Scambaluri.
Kiara Klein.
Sabrina Maria Scambaluri.
Ariana Coates.
Tanner Noah Thompson.
Franklin Adam Cobb.
Ashley Ulrich.
Emily Faye Cole.
Blake Ellis Peart.
Ivana Lee Cole.
Bryce Adam Peart.
Alexander Joseph Coleman.
Kendall Ann Pennington.
Annalyn Ray Coleman Miller.
Lucas Matthew Pervinich.
Matthew Jeffrey Colescott.
Aaron S. Pettit.
Austin Jeffrey Collette.
Virginia Elizabeth Pearson.
Mackenzie Colopy.
Justin Masayuki Pipkins.
Zoe Eileen Conger.
Braden Marshall Perone.
Madison Ray Cook.
Kylie Sharon Platt.
Shane David Cook.
Rex Gabriel Pointer.
Miranda Christine Cornelius.
Stephen James Pointer.
Mark Anthony Cope.
Caroline Audrey Porter.
Shelby Michael Douglas Covey.
Leroy Ismael Portillo. Jr.
Allison P. Cruz.
Hayden Scott Preston.
Caitlin Elise Chair.
Jessica Gloria Vangel.
Isaac Nathaniel Cummings.
Savannah Elise Welch.
Jerry James Curry.
Emily Elizabeth Weller.
Cassie Sear.
Charlotte Louise Whitten.
Isaiah Lee Danes.
Rachel Elizabeth Prince.
Devin DeAndre Darcy.
Haley Raquel Pritz.
Nikki Valentine Darden.
Courtney Ann Pulley.
Amanda Rose David.
Whitney Ann Pulley.
Amber Rose David.
Hi, Colin. Colin A. Quirarte.
Cora Ann Davis.
Drew Taylor Randall.
Jonah Davis.
Alyssa Megan Randall.
Andreas de la Cruz Sashido.
Emma Haley Rausch.
Jovian Emmanuel Dean.
Ryan Tanner Ray.
Sarah A. Decker.
Lane Marshall Reid.
Amber DeClean.
Catrice Lavonia Reeves.
Dalton James Deisler.
Kylie Marie Wrench.
Brandon Tedpuago Delgado.
Connor Gordon Reed.
Travis Michael Delgado.
Shelby Jean Reyes.
Logan David Culver.
Damian Malaki Richards.
Zoe May Desmet.
Jonathan Michael Richards.
Marshad Armand DeWalt.
Jordan Robert Robinson.
Andrew Dickey.
Chase Quinton Rockwell.
Todd Allen Deal.
Jean S. Rondalos.
Morgan Dilling.
Hannah Nezre Rongholt.
Jonathan David Durston.
Lacey Ashley Rose.
Amber Rochelle Dixon.
Brianna Patrice Ross.
Cassandra Rose Dahl.
Daisha Nicole Rummel.
Skylar C. Donaldson.
Anthony Joshua Riker.
Brittany Nicole Dooley.
Ethan Chandler Salo.
Madison Kelly Dops.
Caitlin Rose Sanchez. Got it.
Rachel Lee Doran.
Peter William Regalia Sanchez.
Elijah Clark Doremus.
Travis S. Sanger.
Nicole Lynn Drennan.
Kale Petronova Santini.
Sean Michael Dry.
Roy Laney Mariah Santos.
Jordan Everett Dubach.
Samuel Edward Schaff.
Dallin Jackson Kevin Duffy.
Carissa Annalise Shower.
Troy Michael Delgado.
Kiona Nicole Schreibner.
Hunter William Eady.
Nicholas Adam Schenkelberg.
Carly Nicole Easterday.
Jenna Ann Schneider.
Andrew Kelton Eberly.
Paige Alyssa Schultz.
Grayson Edsinger.
Brianna Ray Schaefer.
Sarah Vanessa Ellingson.
Hunter Jack Schinner.
Sean Ellis.
Etrea Danelle Ship. Thank you.
Danielle Marie Enos.
Kenneth Allen Shoup.
Ross Anderson Escolta.
Chloe Chanel Sinnott.
Madison Bailey Evans.
Andrew Buyagwan Smith.
Paul James Evans.
Melissa Gale Smith.
Brannon G. Ewert.
Timothy Justice Smith.
Siobhan Ileana Fay.
Monica Maria Smitha.
Talita Fazio.
Lavani Vefel Elasa.
Aaron Fernandez.
Aaron James Scott.
Jonathan Fessenden Jr.
Joshua Wade Salada.
Austin Robert Feuchtwanger.
Kyla Spear.
Jillian Grace Fitzpatrick.
Abigail Rose Stadsvold.
Cameron Kenneth Dunlap.
Natalie Lola May Tiffany Stevens.
Julio Adam Flores.
Andrew John Strovoldson.
Mahala Flowers.
Mason Patrick Strick.
Andre L. Floyd.
Christopher Ronald James Suff.
Hannah Noel Flynn.
Cole Tucker Sunkel.
Ryan Robert Fallas.
Quentin Daniel Suttles.
Paul Edward Fontenot.
Okay. I bet he's not on that. She's up here. Okay, so are you? Peyton. Okay. Are you Peyton? Yes. Peyton O. Swinford.
Becca Michelle Fox.
Tiani Jean Tainatongo.
Helena Michelle Fryman.
Melina Mai Tang.
Noah Earl French.
Logan Arai Tasker.
Elsa Rose Fredrickson.
Jasmine Nicole Teuscher Doherty.
Nicholas Florentino Garcia.
Brittany Nicole Thibault.
Ashley Garrett.
Mariah Nicole Thiele.
Jared Thomas Perez Gascon.
Chase Andrew Toland. Jordan Kenneth Toma.
Rachel N. Gavern.
Jonathan David Thompson.
Kyle Anthony Geller.
Tiana Maria Thompson.
Calvin Walter Fox Gentry.
Abigail Claire Thorson.
Paige Marshall Fletcher.
Paul Gordon Thresher.
Braden Jonah Jerome.
James Marvin Thurman.
Jordan Goad.
Emma Valletta Topham.
Austin Daniel Goetz.
Jason Samuel Turisi.
Tyler Gomez.
Tessa J. Trigloff.
Jordan Lee Gondola.
Antonio Lee Trujillo.
Michael Barry Goodman II.
Jeremiah Nathaniel Turnberg.
Ariana Michaela Granum.
Chandler Grant Van Amen.
Ronald Earl Granum.
Ian Nathaniel Van Giesen.
Victoria Faith Gray.
Tessa Reese Van Paris.
Nico Graziani.
River Wiley Van Riper.
Marco Joseph Grilly.
Dominic Antonio Vargas.
Sina Grubb.
Alejandro Velasquez.
Cody Adam Gunsler.
Kaylee Marie Velez.
Nathan Andrew Gunter.
Ariel G. Villavere.
Tyrell Emmanuel Halliday.
Mark Arden Estebar Villegas.
Vince Eugene Hannum.
Shiloh Kelsey Von Weller.
Tori Christine Hansen.
Bradley James Vos.
Colton Spencer Giddings.
Joseph Andrew Walter.
Sarah Mae Harrell.
Jamie Rin Sheehan Walters.
Lydia Jane Harris.
Mary Elizabeth Walters.
Justin Tyler Hart.
Tyler D. Warner.
Cassandra Renee Harvey.
Ashley Elizabeth Warren.
Mohammed E. Hassan.
Chad Hillard Warrington.
Brooke Danielle Hatcher.
Jason Brooks Wetherill.
Erin Michelle Henry.
Aaliyah Alexa Weed.
Olivia Vaughn Herman.
Naomi May Waite.
Jason Allen Hernandez.
Michaela Rose West.
Zovan Juarez Hernandez.
Tyler E. West.
Maggie Elizabeth Hesseltine.
Yamani Micah West.
Alexander James Hildebrand.
Jordan Alish Wetzel.
Bryn Danielle Herschel.
Brittany C. Horn.
Haley Ann Holland.
Anna Mae Christian Watley.
Kieran Michael Holloway.
Justin Michael White.
Jessica Hong.
Shane Michael Whitmer.
Daniel Hopkins.
Evie Ann Williams.
Vivian R. Harper.
Riley Paul Williams.
Valerie J.D. Horn.
Caitlin C. Wilson.
Nicholas Robert Huff.
Miranda Wilson.
Anthony David Howard.
Samantha Marie Whitman.
Logan Lee Hubbard.
Anthony Robert Wolcott.
Aaron G.C. Hughes.
Sarah Sherry Wolf.
Cedric Joseph Humphreys, Jr.
Jacob Dallas Womack.
Damari Rashawn Hutcherson.
Everett C. Woods.
Duran Marquise Ivesbell.
David Ronald Wright.
Troy Jabor.
Desiree Nicole Wright.
Adriana Renee Jackson.
Robert Michael Wright.
Dallas Jackson.
Kaylee Ann Yurgo.
Lilia Jaron.
Bryce Colby James Zimmer.
Stephen Jensen.
Daniel John Van Santford.
Stephen Jimenez.
Alexander Joseph Spees.
Gerald Eugene Johnson III.
Nathaniel Riley Spees.
Brandon James Johnston.
Tyler Stephen Hamrick.
Amber Lee Jones.
Ashley Renee Zimmerman.
Catherine Horn.
Michaela Marie Zimmerman.
Ivana Lee Cole.
Sam Ian Zunk.
Who is it? Ricky Jones.
Kelly Ray Coventry.
Ivana Lee Cole.
Savannah Page Culp.
Who's up there? Cassandra Jones Morgan.
Jocelyn Arlene Frank.
Terrence Jordan.
Nathan Andrew Savoy.
Alyssa Catherine Josephson.
Alex Onison.
Jesse West Jocelyn.
Inigo Gil Casares.
Alexander Jerome Jury.
Emmy Andrea Hoyseth.
Hudson Cash Kimple.
Emil Ihamuatila.
Miles D. King.
Yoshi Iwakawa.
Jordan Ashley Kirby.
Andre Ramus.
Tori Alexa Knapp.
Marie Schnockers.
Caitlin M. Knoth. Logan James Kuntz. Sarah Jean Kopta. Tyler Alec Corsand. Dominic Michael Cruz. Kaylin Dandridge. Ricky Alexander Jones deserves to have his name called properly. Ricky Alexander Jones. At this time, we would like to recognize the international exchange students who have spent the year at South Kitsap High School. Beginning from Norway, Eric Orthon. From Mongolia, Anna Amagalanta Butzer. From France, Thibaut Eimer. From Germany, Miriam Blockhaus. From Denmark, Oscar Boyland. From Taiwan, Paul Zhao Hongshuan. And from Germany, Joel Ebert.
This time, I'd like to introduce our co-valedictorians and have them come back to the stage, Aaron Rogers and Mason Villarma, who will lead the class in the changing of the tassel.
Parents, grandparents, teachers, administrators, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2015. We, the valedictorians of our class, would like to say a few last words before all of us embark on the little journey we like to call life. Throughout our high school careers at SK, we have all learned a few lessons that will help us to succeed in our future endeavors. The lesson that my co-valedictorian and I would like to share is something that we believe is the most important to understand in order to be successful individuals in post-secondary education, in the workplace, and largely at life.
Let's switch. The lesson is this. Many of you have had to endure things that seem impossible to get through. For me personally, I struggled to obtain a high grade in language arts. Language arts has never been a strong subject for me, and I often found myself struggling in this area. Ironically, when I was reading a book in English titled Ender's Game, I came across this quote: "In the moment when I truly understand my enemy, understand him well enough to defeat him, then in that very moment I also love him." To me, this means that to get through tough and difficult situations, all I have to do is find that one thing that I enjoy about it in order to persevere. If you can trick yourself into liking something, you can always be successful. Not to mention, you can even get an A in English.
The reality is that high school is only a very small segment of our life, and I'm sorry to inform you that there is going to be very many obstacles ahead. Life's going to be tough, it's going to get you down, and there's going to be times where you fail. But SK, know this: the key to success is to never shy away from a challenge. One must always look for the good in every situation in order to conquer the bad. It has worked for many of us, and it will work for you.
In closing, we would like to offer one last expression of gratitude to all of our friends, families, and mentors. If it were not for your love and endless support, we would not be standing before you this evening.
We have high hopes for the class of 2015. Let your dreams stay big and your futures shine bright. Thank you, and God bless the class of 2015.
Graduates of the class of 2015, please stand for the changing of the tassels and the singing of our alma mater. On the count of 3, change your tassel. 1, 2, 3.
And now, would you all please rise for the singing of our alma mater? We welcome alumni to join us. Please defer to your program for the words.
Please be seated.